Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Anthurium. So today's video will be interesting and well informative on Anthurium, how Anthurium flowers turns into seeds. So this is quite interesting video, and what will be the process to do that. So let's not skip any part of this video, so you will understand the full process. So before we start, please make sure you subscribe this YouTube channel because we are giving a lot of effort to this YouTube channel to grow. Let's be clear first. Male and female both are same, just their stages are different. First stage is called female anthesis, which is having sticky substance into the surface. And the second stage we called male anthesis with the white pollen. Easily understand how you can identify the male and female. So the female flower get mature first always. Female flowers surface is getting more uneven at the very first week. Also you can understand the female flower by watching the insects actually. So insects are getting they are attracting to the female flower mostly because the female flower is having some sort of sticky substance on top of the flower surface. And then let's come to the male flower portion. So the male flower you can understand so easily as well, because male flower after flowering, after 10 days you can see some white substance into the flower surface. So that is called is pollen. So that male pollen needs to be collected by using the brush. Also this collected pollen need to store into the safest place, because this pollen you need to apply to the female Anthurium flower to get it seeds. Now this is the time to apply the mature collected male pollen to female flower. So this time you will apply this male pollen to the female. So right after flowering the female one, you need to apply this male collected mature pollen to the female one, and then you need to cover up nicely the female flower after apply the male pollen, so it doesn't harm or it doesn't have any sort of unwanted pollination. You'll notice there are a lot of new Anthurium flowers getting damaged because there are a lot of unwanted pollination is happening because of the insects around. So we need to cover up nicely with the polybag, so that will really help to get better seeding from your Anthurium. After a great successful pollination, you will get your seeds of Anthurium within next 6 months. So you will see the changes of color, so you can really easily understand when you need to harvest your Anthurium seeds. After harvesting the Anthurium seeds, and you can collect the Anthurium seeds, or it can be called as Anthurium seeds berries. So you can actually need to dry up a little bit, like 1 or 2 days. To germinate Anthurium seeds, I have been following two simple easiest steps, which is the first one is tissue paper in a jar, and the second one is with the fern. So fern one is really easier to me, and it has a lot of advantage that I am going to explain in this video in next steps. I have been using easiest potting mix for baby Anthurium, and the results are pretty amazing. So if you'd like to have an update video on this, please comment below so I can do so by next couple of weeks. Best thing about orchid chips is they are easy and great moist keeper for all arid plants. In the potting mixture, most of the items we have used as 15 to 20%, where cocoa bark we need a little, like 10%, and small size that you can buy them as well. Time to mix the soil, but before that let me show you the pot. It is 5-inch pot with a 5-inch dipper. Before we cook the soil, let's keep the moss separately at the moment, because it had some great uses that I'll show you next. Choosing the chunkier potting mix is really great because the amount of air and the moisture can stay inside, which is really good for your anthurium. But again, it depends on the weather as well. This baby anthurium we have grown from a seed and it took more than 7 weeks. So this would be really helpful with the new potting mix for little baby to get extra nutrient to grow a bit faster. Finally, after repotted the baby anthurium, you need to apply the moss into the top surface of the pot. That will help your anthurium to keep the soil cool and moisture level will stay okay. Also, there are more advantage of the moss, like it helps to absorb and retain water, which helps to grow the plant more faster. Since we are using chunky material for the potting mix, that also will play a good role on draining water properly, where the charcoals and brick pieces hold water for a bit longer. So it's okay to water the plant once in 2 days after. Sometimes I'm really watering them every day at evening and I'm really killing them without checking the dip. Please do not do this. Overwatering is really not good at all.